Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some very exciting Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Visceral games news/rumors. I wasn't actually sure if I would cover this on my channel or not, simply because, well, this is a rumor and it isn't from an official source. But I noticed that multiple other channels and websites did talk about it, so I thought it was worth bringing up on my channel as well. The news comes from Jordan Mason, the editor-in-chief of Cinelinx, and he did have some minor leaks about the previous Battlefront games that were actually correct, so he is somewhat of a reliable source, and I wouldn't say that he's just a random person who posted it, which is why I think this rumor is definitely worth talking about, and it's very likely that it's completely true. Before I get into the tweets, I just wanted to give a shout out to Jared from Star Wars Gaming Outpost, who sent me all of this info in the first place. So, what are the news? Well, first of all, Jordan tweeted saying that, "So, sounds like the Visceral Star Wars game has an actual honest-to-goodness trailer done. Should debut at Star Wars Celebration Orlando." And he then responded with, "From what I've heard, bulk of Star Wars Celebration Orlando gaming presentation will be about Star Wars Battlefront 2 and proving it's a different/better game." And then Jeremy Conrad, who is also a editor for another website, responded saying that, "Yeah, bulk on Star Wars Celebration Orlando is going hard on the single player campaign. Multiplayer stuff is being saved for E3. And I'm assuming he probably means EA Play, but that's basically during the same couple of days, so it doesn't really matter. The fact that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is getting a reveal at Star Wars Celebration isn't really surprising. I think pretty much everyone expected that. But what I'm more surprised about is the fact that Visceral Star Wars game might get an actual trailer revealed at this event. I honestly thought that they might save that for the next year, or at least wait until they've shown the most of the marketing for the next Star Wars Battlefront game, but it seems like, according to this rumor, we might actually get a full-on trailer for this game. And if this is true, it seems like we might get a really big gaming presentation on Star Wars Celebration. If you remember last year where I attended, the only things they actually revealed were the Scarif DLC as well as a small teaser for the Death Star DLC, and the rest of it was basically just talking with Amy Hennig, Nicholas Figueroa, and other people working with the Star Wars games, but it didn't really have any major reveals. Whereas this year it seems like we might get two major reveals for the next two AAA Star Wars games, which is obviously gonna be a big deal, and hopefully they will have some talk around it and not just show us the two trailers, but also talk a little bit about what they're doing with the game and hopefully how they've improved from the first one. And based off those second tweets, it seems like they will actually be doing that, considering that he said that the presentation will be about proving that Battlefront 2 is a better/different game than the previous one. And this makes me really happy, as it means that they won't just be revealing the next one and saying, "Hey, this is awesome, let's buy this," but they will hopefully actually talk about the community's feedback and how they use that to make the next game better, etc, etc. And if that is the case, I think it's very good both for us as a community and for DICE and EA in general. But also based on Jeremy's tweets, it seems like it's mostly gonna be on the single player campaign, and then the multiplayer stuff will be saved for E3/EA Play, which makes a lot of sense. I would still imagine that the trailer we get at Star Wars Celebration is gonna be similar to the one we got to the last Battlefront game, where they show us in-engine footage, but that it isn't actually gameplay, but more of a cinematic trailer. So that's what I'm guessing for right here. And then maybe they will talk a little bit about the single player and possibly, hopefully, a little bit about the multiplayer as well. And then for EA Play, we will have the actual gameplay reveal. That's pretty much how they did for the last game, as well as Battlefield 1 and many of the other reveals. So I would say that Jeremy's tweet about that is very likely to be true. But that is all the news I have for today. Please let me know in the comments below what you make of these rumors. Honestly, I think all of these are pretty much true. The only thing I was a little bit skeptical towards was the Visceral Star Wars game trailer, but it's definitely not unlikely that we will get it during this Star Wars Celebration, especially considering that there won't be any Star Wars Celebration next year. So this is gonna be a big gaming presentation, that's for sure. But thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.